Hello, Swivelheads. It's Greg Allison with Green Greg's coming to you live from Planet Houston. And we're going to be talking about the news of war. I want to update my chat room just to make sure that I don't have sound issues like we did last time. But, guys, um, this year it started out with a bang, not just in fireworks, but in warfare. So this has been monumental. The biggest attack, it was just a couple of days ago that we had the biggest attack of the war of Russia on Ukraine. Well, guess what? It just got bigger. They had a bigger attack just the first day of the year, guys. So buckle up. This has been an interesting year here. Hope everybody can hear me. If people in the chat room, if you can hear me, okay, I got 5 by 5. Good. I don't know what happened last time. It was weird. Anyway, so guys, uh, now, there was speculation that Russia was saving up their munitions, saving up their missiles and bombs, and amassing them for a massive, massive attack. And indeed, that speculation proved true. They have been pummeling and hitting Ukraine extremely hard, harder than ever, and there's no sign of abating. There's some rumors that some of the military in Ukraine think that after this attack, Russia's going to need a few days before they replicate it. We shall see. Maybe a couple days in between. Maybe they do this as like fuselages, they hit, they catch their breath and hit again. I don't know, guys, or it may just keep going. But I'm glad y'all hear me loud and clear. It's very good. So one is the check-in number. Thank you, Arnold. So, guys, this is getting intense, and I'm going to just share with you a lot of things. Let's just go straight to the screen share here. Let's go to it, guys. With the articles and the Mid East everywhere. It's picking up. Threats from China on the Philippines are picking up. And of course, they're threatening, as you might guess, why that's there. Hang on, guys. Let me move something here. Ding, 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 ding. As you might guess, the whole situation with uh, China and Taiwan is also tensing up because the election is coming up, and China's just making all kind of threats. And kind of threats are making against the Philippines. They're just off the charts. Now let me do the share screen. Have an issue there. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, here we go. And here we are, guys. And in the midst of the war, we don't always know how our so-called allies are going to side with things. And in case you haven't seen it already, Turkey decided that they're going to block ships of the United Kingdom from going through the Bosphorus Strait there in Turkey into the Black Sea. Now, these ships are not ships of military offense type. There are ships that they were going to let the Ukrainian Navy use or operate for the Ukrainian Navy to do mine sweeping. And the purpose of the mine sweeping was to be able to increase trade. And that is something actually Turkey had been on the side of before, claiming that a lot of Middle Eastern countries weren't getting the grain and stuff they needed. That was one of the Turkish complaints originally against what Russia was doing in the war. But Turkey flip-flops. Turkey just recently agreed to let Finland and Sweden. Finland's already in. They'll let Sweden in the NATO alliance contingent. They're getting engines for the F-16s, which they'll probably use to attack the Kurds, or who knows who else. They want to use the engines and build their own jet with the F-16 engines. Turns out, guys, that he's blocking this. Now, you got to wonder if this is a part of a backdoor deal with Russia, so that Russia would agree and let them, or not throw up too much stink with them letting Sweden in. Russia was more concerned with Finland joining NATO because Finland's directly bordering them, and that's already occurred. Of course, this makes the Baltic Sea pretty much a NATO sea now, and really puts Kaliningrad in somewhat more of an isolation state, which might mean that the Russians would make an extra effort to cross the Zawalki Gap, from Belarus to Kaliningrad. Kaliningrad is that little piece of Russia that's not connected to Russia. It's got Lithuania over here and Poland over here. And there's some gap between it and Belarus, their ally. So they call that the Zawalki Gap right there. That's not the ultimate gap that the Russians would like to take and fill. They would like to go a little bit further east to Poland so that they can control gap north of the Carpathian Mountains. They would like to control the gap south of the Carpathian Mountains and the gap north of the Carpathian Mountains. And that is something that Putin actually alluded to finally and more or less admitted in his when they had the celebration on Peter the Great back many, many months ago, which, kind of underscored what I'd been saying all along. This is one of the things I kind of agree with Peter Zion on. I don't agree with his assessment that China's over with. China's having some big difficulties, but China's far from over with. So I agree with him on some things on the demographic spectrum, but some of his things I don't agree with. You don't know who Peter Zion is. He's one of these guys who talks about geopolitics quite a bit, and he's on YouTube a lot. He's not a prepper channel, but a lot of us prepper channels keep an eye on him. You may hear Nate refer to him from time to time. I think probably I referred to him for Nate, maybe, possibly, I don't know. But anyway, I've been watching him for some time just because his analysis is interesting, but I think he's got a few holes in it. But anyway, enough for that. But China is certainly not rolling over the next day or two. Anyway, so here's something that really catches my. Well, I hate this about Fox. Hang on. So this is what I really hate about Fox News. It goes blah 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 blah. It's hard to stop and blah blah. You open the article and don't say nothing. When you come back to it, it starts blah blah, and you try to go down to it and hit. One of the Fox News articles is just terrible because they want to let you sound. Actually, you're not supposed to play that stuff, but. So there's some question here. When I don't show articles, people say, "Greg, show your sources." When you show it, people say, "Oh, you take all your stuff from all this other news." You can't win. But on the other hand, I don't do what a lot of other big news channel type channels do. I don't read from the articles. There's several people don't show you the article. I know the articles are using. I've seen them myself, and they're reading directly from them. I'll do that. And y'all think they're not doing that. Y'all think, oh, this guy's smart. He's not know it. They're reading the articles. This is your channels and mine by a long shot. Some, a few, lots of. Anyway, enough said for that. Terror attack coming when we least expect it. Migrant workers shattered records. Yeah, guys. I don't even know if I want to scroll down this thing because all this stuff launching. But anyway, this is from former El Paso marshal with the Customs and Border Service guys. So I'm gonna have to interview some of these guys. But, this is what we've been talking about. This is nothing new on this channel because I've been talking about this kind of stuff for a long time. So I'm not having need to read this article or read from it because it fits with everything I've been talking off the cuff with you guys from the inception of my channel. Anyway. And a lot of times I just use these articles as prompts and it's just kind of back up what I'm talking about. That's what I do with this stuff a lot. Anyway, so it might be time, guys, to really, really get your preps in order with everything happening this year. Really consider that. Oh, shuckins. I type in. Yeah. So one thing you can do. Oh, yeah. Go to prepwithgreg.com. And look at the specials we've got there. Prepwithgreg.com, guys, right now you can still get $60 off a 4-week supply of emergency food. So I'd highly encourage you guys to look at that, to go into that. That's in these rugged buckets and it's sealed. So it's good stuff, guys. So highly, highly think about that. Anyway, so enough said for that. I will encourage you to look at that. You need the long-term food storage because we don't know if we will have a volcanic winter, a nuclear winter, or what. But you can also click on this and go into their store. And if you go through my greg.com, I get credit for whatever you buy there. Anyway, so check it out. There's a lot of other supplies available. Thank you for sharing that in your days. So here's something of interest. Israel is ready to pull thousands of troops out of Gaza after the Syrian and Hezbollah threats. Hezbollah is a bigger threat to Israel than is Hamas. They're huge. And this is something that Israel is afraid of. Now, you may have heard Nate on the Canadian Prepper say, well, hey, Israel's pulling out because they're getting in their, what handed to them over there. And uh, Gaza Strip, where they're claiming they control things, they really don't. And I've seen articles to that effect, especially claiming like how does uh, Hamas managed to launch a salvo of rockets when the area is supposedly under control by the IDF, the Israeli Defense Force. That's one of the many articles. I don't bring up all the articles I show you guys. That's another article I saw. So, Bucking Country Homestead, that's a good name. Anyway, so this is something that you've got to take into account that maybe they're getting handed to them somewhat more so than what you hear in the media, but they've got a bigger threat on them. Israel's going to have their hands full if they got to deal with Hamas, got to deal with Hezbollah, and maybe potentially Iran on top of that. That's huge. So, yeah, there's been these articles about the Houthis attacking the U.S. warship. I've not been able to dig up a lot of meat on it. It's like, some of these articles, that's just the headline. You go into it, and there's like no meat in here hardly. It's other little articles. So I guess it didn't probably go too well for the Houthis. So maybe it's like nothing here, nothing big. Anyway, guys, so we'll move on from that. But the Houthis are definitely trying. They will do whatever they can. They are a very fight-oriented people, and so we can expect nothing but trouble from them in the days and months and maybe years to come. Nothing like a Monaco steak at 2 a.m. Oh, all right. As we see, there's still explosions going on near a lot of these ships that are still trying to get through these lanes. The Maersk line has said, we're not going through. We quit. We stopped going through the Red Sea. Oh, yeah, Iran, a warship, a destroyer apparently in the Red Sea, guys. Iran went into the Red Sea with a warship. And what are they going to do there? It's been shown they've been directly helping the Houthis, and they actually fired attack drones at some commercial shipping in the Indian Ocean, which prompted the Indians from India, of course, the real Indians, to put 2 warships on duty there. So on that matter, so this whole thing is broadening. It's getting wider. We have to really watch out for this stuff, guys. I'll be checking the chat room more and get the news. I'm not going to throw as many news articles tonight. Started late. I got to get up early in the morning. I'll explain my latest strategy to escape from Planet Houston, which I've been stuck in. I made one escape attempt, but it was aborted, as some of you know. We'll talk about that a little bit then if y'all want to hear that. Anyway, so Israel is warning Hezbollah has a huge attack tunnel system, far more sophisticated than one of Hamas. And this is an image of some of their tunnels. Looks a little bigger. And is this the tunnel network? Gosh, I hope not. That's an extensive. That's what it says. The Bury draw up a map of the tunnel network. But guys, that is extensive. So, and how do they even get that? So I don't know, guys, what the validity of that is, but I would expect Hamas would have tunnels. Probably a lot something. Hamas is a big organization. Hamas is going to really put Israel's hands full. I'm not in here to take sides one way or the other. I'm just telling you the facts that Israel's got their hands full in this, what's coming upon them. And the strange thing, the United States and the United Kingdom called for Iran to end support for the Houthis' Red Sea attacks. And how did Iran respond? Praised the Houthis and said they would continue to support. So, this didn't really go so well for the United Kingdom and Iran, but there's no, United Kingdom, United States, but there's no surprise in that because we know where all that stuff that Houthis is using is coming from. And, the great suspect is that Iran put them up to it in the first place. Probably didn't take a lot of prompting for the Houthis because this is kind of their nature. This is what they like doing. And they were fighting a civil war in their country. They took on fighting Saudi Arabia, attacked Saudi Arabian oil fields a little bit early a few years back. There's some kind of a tenuous so-called peace between Saudi Arabia and Iran negotiated by China, but there's no real heart and soul in it, guys. Iran and Saudi Arabia are natural enemies. So and there's been a lot of grist between them. Iran sends warship to Red Sea. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. Here we go. I did have an article on this. So if you hadn't heard, there was a collision on the airfield in Tokyo that between a fighter jet and a passenger plane. Hundreds of people in that passenger plane managed to escape, which was amazing. And of course, there's something like, last I saw, like 48 people that passed away due to that earthquake in Japan. And there was actually a small tsunami that occurred in Korea, South Korea, I think like a meter high, or a little bit less than a meter high. They were predicting maybe up to 5 meters. And that didn't happen. But now 3 foot of water is a big threat, guys. 3 foot of water could lift your vehicle and take it out to sea. And you may be going bye-bye at that point. So it's not to be taken lightly. And here we are. Loud explosions in Kyiv as Russia again strikes the capital. And this was just the beginning. This was a major strike, as you know. Like I just said, it was the largest strike in the history of the war. It occurred just a couple of days after the previous largest strike in the history of the war, which has been going on for a couple of years now. So, in any event, guys, they accidentally bombed one of their own villages in this attack, apparently. So, that's kind of interesting. So, yeah, anyway, that's what happens. Friendly fire. You know, everything don't go the way you want in a war. Enough on that. See, this war is metastasizing like a malignant cancer. And countries around the world are lining up. Venezuela mobilizes 5,600 troops after Britain sends a warship to Guyana amid the territorial dispute they have there. And supposedly they were negotiating peace where maybe Guyana just gives part of their territory over to Venezuela, and not all of it, but you know, who knows, guys. How this is. There's a reason that UK sent a warship there. There's a reason that Venezuela has put troops up. But you know, Venezuela's getting in this. It's no real surprise because Venezuela is tightly coupled with Russia, China, and Iran. All send weapons. Iran especially sends lots of weapons to Venezuela. And Venezuela is no friend of the United States, as you might imagine. The UK is in the same boat with the U.S. on this regard, because they're sending a boat there. They're sending a warship. So a boat is, in naval terms, I believe it's a submarine. Anything else is a ship. But anyway, guys, so where's the MO? Anyway, all right, so yeah, I'll read that here in a minute. So, guys, this is pretty serious that the way this stuff is spreading. It's in Asia, fighting in Africa, South America is getting involved, Southeast Asia, Europe, the Mideast. It's like the whole world is flaming up. Hey, Rodney. Hey, thank you. Salute, Rodney. Definitely can use the coffee. Rodney Middleton. Appreciate that. All the way from down under. All righty, folks. So, and here's China talking to the Philippines. China said it will not turn a blind eye toward what it calls the Philippines. Repeated provocations and harassment in the South China Sea. Now, this so-called provocations and harassment is just the Philippines resupplying the Sierra Madre old World War II boat that's grounded on the second Tommy Shoal. That's all the Philippines have been doing, sending supplies to their guys there. But China refers to this as repeated provocations and harassment, even though China rammed Filipino boats. One with the head of the Filipino Joint Chiefs of Staff on board. And they've been attacking them with laser cannons, not laser cannons, lasers and water cannons, is what I meant to say. They've been hitting them with high-level sound. That they have damaged several Filipino boats. See, China claims whatever they want to claim, they just claim it. This is ours. But some ancient mariner drew 9 lines on the map and thought it was ours, so it's ours. Even though the Hague ruled against China on this and said this is well within the Filipino exclusive economic zone. In fact, those were zone was established by, where they're at right now by previous tradition and protocol for what you can claim out at sea, but it was codified further in the UN law, the Sea Treaty, which I happen to fight against for other reasons. But guys, China signed that treaty too, but they don't give a flip about anything. So just whatever they want. Ask the people in Hong Kong about how well Chinese treaties go for them. Anyway, yeah, speaking of that, there's a billionaire in China who was pro reunification with China until he saw how the thing with Hong Kong went down. He switched. Now he's funding, trying to raise money and to get 3.3 million Chinese involved in a kind of self-defense, kind of a little local militia. Pops, we're running out of coffee money. I'm watching you. If Starbucks is cutting your okay. Drops, thank you. Salute, Drops. Most appreciative, guys. I'll definitely be able to get a little coffee now. I live on coffee. Holy smokes. I've been coffee deprived here on this last trip quite often. Yikes. Anyway, guys, appreciate it. I appreciate all that, guys. So, China floats plan to foster economic ties with Democrat-led cities here in the United States. Oh, isn't that lovely? Isn't that lovely? San Fran and New York City are a couple of cities cited in this article. Wow. I imagine San Fran would just happily join China, would like to be unified with China, probably. Holy smoke, but do we want to give China a foothold like that in North America? I hope not. Although Mexico might be doing just that. Who knows what Trudeau would do up in Canada to our north. But anyway, yikes, guys. Anyway, and it all just comes back down to score. Why billionaires building doomsday bunkers? Is it because they feel so safe and secure? You get all these normie Normans in here always saying nothing's going to happen, nothing has ever happened. Obviously that they don't haven't opened their eyes or unclogged their ears. The whole world's going to heck the handbasket, and the billionaires know it. They're prepping big time. They're getting ready, lots of them. So yeah, you got to ask, well, they know we don't know. Well, maybe this is part of it right here. Biden administration caught and released enough illegal immigrants at the border to fill more than 17 Yankee stadiums. I can't even talk tonight. So, wow, guys, that's the catch and release program. That's not the ones that got away. That's the catch and release. Holy walking smoke and moly. Oh, there was another article. I missed it somewhere. It's that maybe it's in here. No, I don't have it. I thought I had it open. Here it is. I just skipped it. Come on, open. So, Biden administration watered down the vetting process. You don't know me, Mom. Hey, you don't know me, Mom. Salute to you. Okay, my coffee fund will cover me for at least a day now. Thank you. All right. So Biden admin watered down vetting process for Chinese illegal immigrants. Wow. Nah, he wouldn't do that, would he? Yeah. How about that? And which ones are we most worried about? Them. So, it's been said there's 20,000 Chinese in the United States that are suspected to be involved with the Chinese military. 20,000. If you're looking for sleeper cells that can bring us to our knees, it only takes about a dozen. What are they going to do? 20,000. They ain't got no biolabs in America. No. What did they find at Reedy, California? Oh, that was nothing. No. How many more are there in the United States? That's the one we caught. That's the one we found accidentally. What else is there? We don't know. At least you and I don't know. Somebody might, but it's not us. Not yet. It's not pretty, guys. It's not pretty at all. So, catch and release program. Holy walking smoke and moly. Guys, listen. When it all goes down, you need the seeds. And right now we're in January. Most people start ordering seeds in February and March. I don't know if you're going to have an internet or the ability to do that then. So check out True Leaf Market. Check out my links that I post to it. I don't know if I'll post links on this video, but if you check my videos on my channel on the tab that says videos, the ones I upload, I always post this stuff. It's going to be late tonight. So I got to get up early tomorrow. I'll tell you why in a little bit. But so I don't know if I'm going to do all that. I might at least change the thumbnail picture. Attacking force has element surprise. Oh, yes. Absolutely, the Watchman. They'll bring in some illegals, midgets, so I get neck pains looking down. Oh, Lord. How tall are you, Drops? You're pretty tall, right? All right. So 5 U.S. sectors to be affected if the BRICS ditches the dollar to trade. How about the whole economy? What the heck, 5 sectors? The whole economy stands to be in big trouble. So this is economic warfare. The sectors they're naming here: banking and finance, technology. What is fintech? I don't even want to look that up. International trade and investment. Well, yeah. Consumer goods and retail. Yeah, especially stuff you're buying from overseas because the dollar will be weaker, or even stuff here because the dollar is going to be weaker. It's going to be inflation. Travel and tourism. Well, you're not, right now the strong dollar, you can go overseas and live like a king on little or nothing. Well, that would change dramatically. All the expats that are retiring to other countries, yeah, it's going to be tough then. You might come home after that occurs. Anyway, so recession deniers. Oh, yeah, there's these recession deniers. And David Rosenberg is saying, hey, they're making the same mistake they did in the past, that we're, some people are saying we're already in a recession, that we're heading toward it. And so this article, it says, people talking soft landing, what he said here is that what they're doing is they're looking in the rear view mirror and not looking ahead. So, I don't think I got to explain all that. We know how the ragged economy is. Like I said, I'm not going to read these articles. Never underestimate your enemy. You got that right, Billy the Kid. Or like George W. would say, never misunderestimate. 2 negatives is a positive. Obviously, he wasn't so good at math. Anyway, I don't know. He actually did better in college than did John Kerry. Everybody was, they went to the same school. But what is this doing here? I got a tab that's going awry here. There we go. Yeah, with all the economic news. Well, what is happening with that tab? There we go. Don't stay in place. It keeps falling out. Oh, well. So much for that. Check out Defy the Grid, guys. It seems to want to stick, and I don't want to, can't get it to stay. Oh, well. So much for that. I'm going to stop the share. Halo. Check out defythegrid.com, guys. They got a deal that if you find a better price on gold, silver, platinum, they'll meet it or beat it. That's where you can get your gold backs. And use the code GreenGregs there and get 1% off. Their margins are tight. That's why their deals are so good. All right, guys. So their margins are tight. That's why the deals are out of sight. All right. So I'm in this hotel room. Casino never closes. No. Nor does it lose its shirt. Well, that's true. I've had an old way of saying that, guys. The way I've said that in the past is that, they don't build all those fine, fancy casinos off the winnings of the patron. And you can bet that the people who operate it live in nice big houses and drive nice big cars and have fat bank accounts not off the winnings of the patron, but off the losings. So most of the money you put in is going to be lost by far the vast majority. So think about that when you get tempted to see if you can win a little bit, because the chances are you're going to lose a lot. Some people win, but the odds are against you. So enter the dragon. Now we got the year of the dragon coming up on us in February, guys. Drop's wife is 4'11". I follow her around with a shopping cart in Walmart. Oh. Yeah, how tall are you, Drops? You probably told me in here. 6'2". Okay, 6'2". That's the same height as both of my brothers. One of them passed away. All right, let's see what some of the stuff is that you guys are saying. And I'll talk about my escape from Planet Houston plans. All right, so the first comment I can scroll back to is Captain Trips, good to see you. So obviously I'm not saying everything. I accidentally pinned one. Sometimes that's the problem. You scroll stuff and it wants to take action as you're scrolling. Or remove, how do you unpin it? Oh, there it is, unpin. Bang. Oh, it's weird stuff. That's what I hate about, touch screens. It works better for scrolling in a way because the little clicker thing, when you got a little bitty bar for the slide bars, I don't know how to make those little bitty bars so narrow you can't hit it hardly. And when you do hit it, and you click, 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 and it happens. Scroll up my fingers, but every time you touch something, oh, we got another super chat. Yeah, let's see what that is. Oh, I scrolled to the bottom. Been several comments after. I must have missed that one earlier on. Ow! Hang on, let's go up. There it is. Doug! Uncommon News 777, $10. Greg is stuck in Houston. Help get him out. Yeah, I am stuck here. It's going to cost me money to get out. It's costing me money to be here. It's going to cost me money to get out. Oh, anyway, guys, I'm going to go over that in a minute. Definitely stuck in Houston. Planet Houston, big time. Been here too long. Way too long. So, let's get some of these comments here. Then I will explain my situation. Arnold, Doug, Jeff, how do you? Watchman, Jesse, it's easy to figure out what Turkey's going to do. They are for Turkey first, Muslims second, then they will see how the wind blows. That's pretty much it. Whatever suits them. Yes, the Carpathian Mountains run into Romania. Stephanie? Several friends near the Carpathian Mountains, yeah. All right, let's see here. Let's see General sorrow in the house. Got a lot of sorrow in the world today. Oh, we got another super chat. Let me scroll back down. Bang, 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 bang. Drops. Do all your freedoms? Oh, Lord. That's what they want to do. Bugger Dog. That's a great name. Bugger Dog. Shorten has unlimited loss risk, so one shorten better know turf. Puts long-term leaps, less risk, cheaper, and even good insurance on a portfolio to avoid selling and taxes. So that's a challenge. It takes a lot of attention to deal with the market that way. A little bit beyond, I'm not a financial guru, so that's a little bit beyond where I put a lot of my focus, guys. But maybe I should have focused more on that. So rear wheel transmission are not that big. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna talk to y'all about that in a minute. What's cooking on that? Yeah, I got something else I'm doing here. Bugger Dog, there is reported huge containers shipping under utilization rates are dropping, and Maersk is now rerouting around. Yeah, all that's just going to up the cost of goods. It's going to make supply chains run a lot slower and cost a lot more money to get stuff, a lot more fuel, time at sea, labor, wear and tear on the ships, all that. So let's see here. Hey, Joe, how you doing? Mark Zuckerberg was in the news today about the compound. Oh yeah, it's like what, 500 million or something crazy like that. Maybe it's more. He's been quite a survival complex, and Bill Gates has got a huge survival complex too, guys. Keith in Arizona, how you doing? You guys are in the same neck of the woods. Keith and Jesse, same neck of the woods. Michelle, how you doing, Michelle? Good to see you in here. Granny. All right. So yeah, I didn't do. I wanted to do a video last night, but I had to get up early this morning. I had a bunch of stuff to chase after, some decisions to make. All right, let's see. promise getting somebody to work. I think I got that covered for this, but it's going to cost me again. So for those that don't know, I ran into a transmission shop here that promised the sun, earth, and the moon, unlimited warranty, a lifetime warranty. In fact, that's the name of the company. Well, I'm not going to say the name of the company just yet. I came close to it. That's not the name of the company, but it's really close. I've been doing a lot of video. Probably going to launch it on my Product Papa's channel. And I think the Product Papa's channel will go viral once I launch it, put this video out. Hey, more coffee. Rodney Middleton, salute to you. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. So, so you supposedly fixed the transmission. It started out, it was going to be a little bitty job. And they kept escalating the cost. Oh, it's this, it's that, stringing it out, making it go longer. I finally got on the road, it failed on me. Didn't even get out of Greater Houston area. I actually got barely past one exit pass. I think I was still within the realm of town. And then, well, the coolant hose blew out. And maybe it was the coolant hose. I bought a new one and had a mobile mechanic install it. This mobile mechanic told me a lot of stuff about these companies like that. Well, the new one blew out. And I only got about 4 miles where I couldn't roll at all. The transmission is overpressurizing the coolant. Probably the new valve body isn't new or isn't working or something. So even this morning, I had second thoughts. I thought, I read all these reviews of this company. They have a history of keeping vehicles for a long time. Promising you stuff every day. Oh yeah, we'll just call us for do this, do that. We're about to have it fixed, and they keep stringing you out and escalate more problems. And so my concern was that even under the warranty, they were going to do the same thing, and that they would find other reasons, and something they covered in the warranty, supposedly try to charge me in this case. Additional. I already paid them too much for what they did. Too much. And I've heard other mechanics, you should have cost you just this. It was more. But what really frosted me was that they left me in a meeting of a busy highway. They should have told me back. They made me pay the tow into their shop, which they shouldn't have under the warranty. And but they kept telling me, I kept saying, hey, you need to send a tow truck. I was stranded on the median all day from 10 in the morning to sundown. I find out from the tow truck operator, didn't even contact him to 4 o'clock. That was 6 hours after I called him. Imagine that, guys. So you pay a company a bunch of money, and how much they appreciate you, they leave you stranded in the median of a busy highway for 6 hours before they even call a tow truck. And it took an hour for the tow truck to get out where I was at. It was just an hour out of Houston, or out of the center of town from their shop. Houston takes an hour to cross almost. But anyway, guys, it was horrible. And the things he told me weren't true. What he said, his contact him and gave excuses. The tow truck operator said, that's not true. Bing, bing, bing. I already had great suspicions about this company because of not having a name on their shop, the letterhead. They just used store-bought receipt books and stuff. The so-called warranty was something they hand wrote on a receipt. Just a lot of fluky things that was very suspicious to me. The way they jacked me before, started looking them up and finding out this is a modus operandi. What they do happened to several other people. So I got there this morning, and what did I find? Another customer who had a transmission fix. He spent $6,000, and he didn't even make it back to Spring, Texas, which is even closer and less distance than I had to travel. And they put it back in the shop, and they had him under warranty. He's been in their shop for 2 weeks. I'm going, okay, I can't afford this. I'm spending hotel room, and rental car. $150 a day is what it's costing me to sit here and wait on somebody that gives you constant promises. Say that we're going to supposedly we're going to work on it Saturday, didn't do it. Supposedly they were going to work on it Monday. Well, it's no Monday. Nobody was in the shop Monday, Saturday, Monday. Monday was a holiday. They claimed they worked holidays, to help people in a tight. Yes. And then on top of that, when I got there this morning, it was like 11. I got there at 9 to 11, that time frame I was there. Nobody there. Nobody. Tuesday morning. Nobody at the shop. So how come there's nobody at the shop? He calls, we're going to be there in a minute. So we'll get you out today. He didn't even know I took my vehicle out of that shop back Saturday. He didn't even know that. In fact, they called me about 5 minutes to noon. Where's the vehicle? Why aren't you working if you bring the vehicle in? That's when they found out. And had nobody in the shop. There's more to it, a lot more to it than that. I'm not going to put it all out here right now. But I can't afford to stay here. I'm already out an additional almost $1,000 because I took the vehicle back to the shop. I've been sitting here for days waiting on them to do something. I keep promising. That's what this other guy told me. Oh, yeah. Every day they're going to have it solved for it. There's always something else, some little thing, and it keeps dragging out. Well, that's what I'm reading online about this place. I think I'm going to do a Product Papa's video and call it Tranny Ripoff in Houston, or Houston Tranny Ripoff. I'd like that. It ought to go viral. I'll probably build that channel. I got material to put on that channel from my building with this, tool reviews and things like generator reviews and stuff. So, yeah, huge ripoff. This has cost me now $4,000. I may not be able. I probably can't. I don't even know if I can finish my place in Arizona building. There's several other things I need to do. This is wiping me out. I got to get out of here. Got to get out of this town. I can't afford to sit in a hotel and using a rental car. Got to get out of this. I got to get my own vehicle and get out of here. Well, so I get back with a mobile mechanic. He had said he could rebuild the transmission a lot cheaper. He had to rebuild it entirely than the other guys told me. But I said, hey, thanks to one of you making the suggestion to use a used transmission, which was actually Arnold Schmidt. I think he's in the house here probably. I thought I saw him earlier. Yeah, he was checking number one. So I get a used transmission put in hopefully tomorrow or maybe in the next day. So I hope I won't have to be here more in a couple more days. And for the tune of about $1,100. And I think that will be cutting my losses. So I don't see this other company doing anything anytime soon from everything else I've seen and heard and read and been told directly by another client of theirs. The class action lawsuit fan shop might do that. You could always say I didn't give them the chance to honor the warranty, but I've already sat here for a week almost after this thing's broke down. Well, let's see, maybe not total 7-day week, but a work week. What we're talking, Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday's gone. I mean, this is, that's 5 work days. I'm going to be a couple more days at least. So this is a week of additional expense. It's going to add up to $1,000 on top of what I paid them. But how many more weeks would I sit here? 2 weeks. That other guy was already in the shop 2 weeks under warranty. So, oh yeah, it's always that you just call me tomorrow at 4, at 1. That's the kind of stuff he strung me along with all along. So to give you a refund, not voluntarily, they won't. But when they see what I'm going to be putting out there, they might beg me to take it down. So we'll see. No, they don't. This is how they operate. This is how they make their money. They're listening to BBB, and the complaints. One of the customers says they kept my vehicle for months, and then I never got it back. People are losing their vehicles there. That little shop where I was at, this chunk full of vehicles. The guy that was the guy that I talked to said he couldn't even put his motorcycle in. It's so full. So they got no priority on fixing things from what I'm seeing. Yeah, well, we could do that. And that other guy and I are probably collaborating along with several other people. But I don't know, these guys might just disappear. I do have his name. He's got a couple other business names he uses. I got his phone number. So I can make it smart for him. But, you know, I don't know if even if you win a lawsuit from him, he takes all the money he takes in, it's cash only payment. That's what, that's their policy. So who knows? Who knows? They may not even have a business license. The outfits totally fly by night. They could just go poof and reappear somewhere else. Uh, so can't be that small of a town. What do you mean by that, Watchman? Uh, yeah. Well, I didn't give him the opportunity to fulfill the warranty. He could always hit me on that. But then, from what I've seen, that would cost me more money than I can handle. Sitting here, I can't sit here, guys. I got to go. I got to get out of here. I got a place in Alabama that needs to be squared away, and I need to sell it. Doing business as, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they're doing business as. Yeah, he's had some court judgments against him already. That I know. A couple of you have volunteered to do a little research on this for me. Uh, so he don't know what he's got. He don't know what he's gotten into. He don't know you guys. So when we put that out there, I think we can make his life a little more interesting than he likes. Cash only means they're shady. Oh, there's tons of signs that are shady. No name, no business placard on the business itself. They give receipts that could have bought out of any paper goods store, Walmart maybe. It's just it's all shady. It's all shady. I had lots of warning signs, right? First it all sounded good, you know, and he talks a good game, but I'll give more on that coming down our cash is king. So, uh, all right. So I'm gonna, like I said, I got a special video that I'm gonna put out on this. Yep, New Days knows. She's one of my investigators. Her and Chewy. Yeah, he's a crook. Everything I can see. So I'm gonna blow the lid up on him. So y'all just be on the watch out. I'm not gonna say his name yet because I'm gonna do a special video to bring all that out. So I got a lot of editing to do. I don't have my editing software here. It's in my desktop in Alabama. So I got to get back to Alabama to produce this. So yeah, we already got a name for a lawyer to use, I think, that's already been after him. So I actually called a law firm Friday when I was sitting in the meeting, and they haven't got back to me. So really, I talked to the secretary there. What I'd hear back from, I heard little from that law firm at me. Yeah. I'm looking for a place. You're looking for a place, John Black? Got a place for sale in Alabama. Talk to me. I'll be telling you more about that too. News report them, shake them up. Yeah, I need to do that, but I'm getting out of here as fast as I can. I've been all day. Well, I went yesterday. I was looking around at other vans because that was one of the things I was looking at, getting another van to get out of here. And I went this morning and looked at one. The ones I looked at yesterday just weren't up to snuff for long trips. I did not trust them. The one that I saw today, which was advertised for $19.95, get there after driving a half hour to go on the other side of Houston. When the guy says, "Oh, that's just the down payment." Oh, I was mad at him. I let him know it too. And I laughed. Like you shouldn't do that kind of stuff in your advertising. It's really false advertising. It's the down payment. I wasted an hour of drive time today and a lot of gas just to hear that. Anyway, guys. So that's the story. You might be interested. Okay, John Black, good. Go to greengregs.com and find my contact information. You can get my address. You can see this, the address of the property itself. You can, you got my phone number there and my email. So John Black, just contact me. And you'll spend, yeah, they wanted $13,500 for that van. I was like, no, no. Anyway, I'm trying to get out of here with as least cost as I can. Right now, they use transmission. It's going to cost me $1,100. So this whole adventure is going to cost me for $5,000. That's I don't have any income anymore. That's wiping out the Arizona money. It's going to be tough. I'll find a way, but guys, it's tough. So yeah, greengregs.com. Don't try to order worms there. I've got a couple of orders I got to fill. I hadn't had time to go in and shut off all the stuff on the website, but I'm just don't have the kind of labor available to me to make full large orders. I would buy a pre-1984 trucker van instead. I got two of those, Keith, in Arizona, a 1 ton and a 2 ton, but they're in Alabama. So yeah, in any event, those will help themselves. I just got to get out of here. My other side lives in Alabama. All right, very good. Well, I'm in North Alabama, just 8 miles south of the Tennessee border. So keep an eye out. I will post in the community section of this channel notification of my video when I put it on Product Papas. And I will tell you guys about that. And New Days can put a link in my Product Papas channel in there, or one of you mods can. You could make an old Chevy 350 van run forever. Well, you can do it with most of them, take care of them. The engine's good, pretty good shape. At least, none of these vans I looked at today had a tow package with them. I mean, you could always add that, but two of them, I'm not even sure they'd make it to Alabama. The ones I looked at yesterday, it's like, man, chintzy. Clayton Elmore, who's that? Billy. Oh, Drops. Oh, yeah, certainly. Everything else. Thank you, Drops. Salute to you. Every little bit, every little drop helps, Drops. Every little drop helps. I'm tight, guys. I let them know rockets and artillery very well. That's a threat. So, but I do. But I'm going to use the kind that really will hurt his business. And it's he's got websites and things where he uses his name. So if you put that out there where people see it in a large scale, it's going to get business from him. And that's going to hurt him where it really hurts, and that's in the wallet. So, it might make Product Papa's channel blow up and be monetizable. We got focus issues again. That always works. Just the best way to get this thing to focus. All right. 07 Spring Res. Hope you're doing well. Well, right now I'm in a tight, Damien. Stuck in Planet Houston. I gotta get out of here. I think when I leave, I might go live when I'm driving down the road. So I don't know. The vans they try to cut the catalytic converter off in that parking lot. Somebody did. It's not secure. When they took my vehicle there, everybody said, "Your vehicle is safe and secure in our lot." Well, when that lot don't really belong to them, it's wide open to the public, and all kind of riffraff go in and out of there because they got a dispensary in there. Yeah, it's not good, guys. It's not good. So $5 a day from everyone. Yeah, that would be huge. Okay. It adds up in a hurry. Okay, love you, Greg. Gingers are the best. All righty, guys. So get a newer front wheel drive van with an overdrive V6. Well, I got V8s. I don't know. Newer vehicles cost more money. It's been my strategy to not spend over $1,000 on a vehicle. And the strategy typically is that if you get in big trouble, you chunk it. But when you're in transit, you're kind of caught in a bind. And I'm in transit. That's the problem. And when I took that vehicle to the shop, at first he was, oh, yeah, it's probably just torque rubber. We can do this for $300. And they just jacked it up constantly, elevated it. And I don't know that they did anything they claimed they did. But to have multiple customers go in there and can't even make it home after the repair, well, I never heard of that out of any other shop. Anyway, hey, Chewy, how you doing? So good to see you in the house. You need that van. Yeah, I've been living in that van. But this is tough. So well, it's going to cost me less money from this point to fix that van. It would be to buy another one. And but it's going to be a used transmission. But hopefully, well, I got to have a used transmission. Hopefully, it'll last. It's a roll of the dice. But apparently, the new repair job didn't even get me out of town. So I don't know if that was. Yeah. Well, it's I bought a car. I paid $400 for that van originally, and my red van only paid $1,000 for it. The now I paid $2,000 for a couple of other vans. No, for one other van and $1,200 for another van. No, that's kind of the way I've been buying stuff. But you have to look around here in Houston. No, they sell. I saw two that was $2,000. That was, yeah. I don't know if I could get them out of town either. They were rough. They were rough. Yet the money you already spent be applied to new used transmission. They won't do it, JoJo. They're going to jack me up. That's all they're going to do. The money already spent is gone. Bye bye. It's poof, burnt. I'm spending money being here. They have a history of stringing people out for weeks, which is far more money than I got. I can't be here that long. I won't resist. I will have no money. Really quick. I'm almost there. Got to get out of here. I've got to escape this town. So, honestly, until my disability goes through any day now, I'll have under $1. He's in Arizona's a tight spot, guys. He's in a tight spot. He ain't got no money. That's true. Talk with him. He's in a tight spot. Yeah, Social Security takes too long to things through. Hopefully, you'll be okay when you get it because it will pay you all the back months. That's what I hear. So while wasting time and money, Joe, you must have missed my beginning. I got a transmission repair guy. It's going to put a used transmission in starting tomorrow. I'll get out of here when the van rolls. That's my schedule. I got stuff here I got to take with me. So I got stuff I got to take. Stuff that I can't take on a plane. Stuff that goes bang. Lots of it. Because I didn't want to leave it at home. If there's people that would break in my house, if they had an inkling I had that stuff there. So I take it. But having it on the road is also a risk. So there's no easy way out. Well, thank you, John. Well, hopefully I will be out of here soon. The watchman already got a transmission lined up. There's a transmission. This guy's already found a transmission, and it's from a good shop. He says they guarantee it to run, whatever that means. But this mobile mechanic that I'm going to be using will fix it right in front of my daughter's house. So once it's done, I won't have to have it towed somewhere else to be able to get in it or have to go get somebody to drive me to it. But he actually lives an hour's drive from here. He lives over in Dayton where I broke down that time. So yeah, I'm thinking, I'll probably be good for some time with this transmission. It's a gamble, but yeah, compared to sitting here trying to get these guys to honor a warranty and spending thousands and thousands of dollars to be here trying to get somebody to do a warranty who has no history of doing that. But as far as I can see, by the reviews I've seen are horrible. It's like catastrophically horrible reviews on this company. Catastrophically horrible. Well, towing cost a ton. It cost me $220 to tow that vehicle from Baytown, which is just really barely outside of, actually it's right at the outer beltway of Houston. Heck, it's right at 99, which is really the outer beltway of Houston, back into that shop in the middle of Houston. $220. A tow job to Alabama is going to be more money than buying a used transmission. So, all right. I'll just get a U-Haul truck and leave the vehicle. I've been tempted. Well, I was looking at some of these other vans. If I'd have got them, I'd have left it. So, but the vehicle, I need something to tow. I got stuff in Alabama to tow to Arizona. My 1-ton truck only gets 6 miles a gallon. It's cost me a lot of money to tow things to Arizona with that 1-ton truck. That's probably going to be a single one-way trip with that thing. I got several trailers to take to Arizona. So I need something else that can tow cheaper. All this other stuff I looked at didn't even have a tow system. Yeah, you can have the stuff welded in, but getting that done is probably going to cost you at least well, last time I had that done many years ago, it cost me $500. So it's not cheap to get a tow package welded into a vehicle, welded and wired in. Hindsight is always 2020. You're exactly right, Coniferous Vegan, always 2020. I need a Bigfoot. There you go. That big Ford truck they call Bigfoot. I've seen that. That's been around for a long time. There's this big four-wheel drive Ford truck they use in the rodeo shows and the car shows, and it crushes other vehicles rolling over them. Actually, I saw that in 1980. Yeah, 1981. I was driving from Alabama up to Seattle, Washington to ship my truck to Alaska. After I'd been in Alaska for 6 months, I flew back to get the family. And I think we saw that somewhere in Missouri, just outside of St. Louis, I think just west of St. Louis. I was just offering to come down and handle the mechanic shop. Oh, okay. He's not going to be. I got some advice for how we might handle that mechanic shop. We'll talk about that privately. Greg needs a Kenworth to move all of his gear. Yeah, I can move some of it in my bus, the stuff that's inside the house. But I've got a trailer I have to group my range in. I'm going to use that to haul my more valuable tools in because it's got all these locked doors on it. I got an open trailer, which I need to have available to me to haul stuff in Arizona. I'm a good woman, Rodney. I just have a man name. Oh, but I can handle business like a man. All right. Yeah, Greg's got a plan. He's just holding out on us. Well, yeah, I got a video going to develop, guys. This video is going to spank him hard. And he ain't going to be happy. I told him that I was going to make him famous, and he hung up on me. See, he just hung up on me. So, okay. Hey, what I said, I'm a big YouTuber. I'm going to make you famous. He hung up on me. Surprise, surprise. See, 60 Minutes did a thing on those shops where they put squirt oil and differential and then point out the customer saying it was leaking. Yeah. Oh, I've ran into some. Well, see, I've always been where I could deal with shops, especially back home when they do stuff like when they try to post. Hey, Blue Bottle Bunny Farm, how you doing? Randy. Salute to Randy. Good to see you here, Randy. Good to see you. How you doing, Randy? Yeah, I've been getting some messages from you lately. I appreciate hearing from you. Anyway. Yeah, exactly. He's not going to like it, what he's going to see. And quite frankly, that'll probably work out. I'm about ready to put myself in a crate with a bedpan and get shipped some out of the country. Oh, Lord. Let's see. Doctor gave me me 1 more year. Randy, I pray you got a lot more than that. Guys, I've done videos. His wife's got a YouTube channel, Susan. Bottle Bonnet Farm is a YouTube channel, and they've got some good videos on that. And you've seen them on my channel twice. And that bottle I got, the Rocket Bunny, his wife made that. So, and he was with us in one of my farmers market videos and music. And he's got this big long Shafir horn. I can blow it really well, just like the ancients. You know, it'll amazing that big long Rams horn. That's huge. A lot of people can't blow that at all. I could blow it, but not as good as Randy. He can make it sing. Alrighty. Kissy, or often I said the Lord will provide. In this case, I think a forced rest after all the driving and sleeping and whole building, new home, etc., may have been needed. No, I haven't been resting yet because I've been trying to deal with all this stuff. I've been in and out and driving all over the place. I've been burning a lot of gas. Yeah, see, there you go. See, Great Atlanta's been in a big, tight situation, and she survived. Her granddaughter Kaylee survived too. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to get up early. It's almost 2 a.m. I mean, that's what I've been trying to tell Greg. Oh, hey, MSB 9021 says you want I should make that training guy an offer he can't refuse. Well, I'm gonna put his contact information in that video I'm gonna do on product papas. So if y'all want to just like call him all the time, burn his phone line up, maybe tell him you're stranded nearby and he'll send a tow truck. That'll get him. Anyway, a salute to MSB 9021. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, Mills. That's what I've been trying to tell Greg. Get a trucker with a lowboy trailer. You know what? I have been trying to find truckers to ship worm castings. Call trucking companies. No, and I got one quote. Yes. Really? Why is that? I know truckers. I had a brother who was a trucker. Well, everything went through a company. It's like, really? I don't know. I've had hard luck with finding it, but maybe I just not had time to spend a whole 2 days researching. I only spent a day, Maybe I wouldn't enough. Maybe you guys would be lucky to find it off the snap of a finger, but it's just not been easy for me to find that. I don't know. But I got a 20-foot bed on a 2-ton truck, and I got my 1-ton truck. I can haul some stuff to Arizona. But I might just decide after this experience to sell the 2-ton truck. Not even a chance getting across the country. It's a 79 Chevrolet C70. A lot of the things I thought I might bring out, I may sell them in spot in Alabama. May have a huge yard sale. Greg, taking a move out of my playbook. What is that, New Days? Taking a move out of your playbook. Can't wait to see the contact now. There you go, Coniferous. Yeah, I'm going to name him, but his websites, it's all going to be posted on Product Papas. All of it, full disclosure, the complaints, everything. But I'm just going to show what I dealt with, what another individual. I've interviewed the other individual this morning. 2 interviews with that other individual, and who's faced the exact same things I faced, and to no satisfaction. This guy is livid, and so are a lot of other people that dealt with this company. So they need to quit shystering people. That's the bottom line. Make an honest living instead of shystering people. So I don't know. Maybe he needs to be behind. Actually, he probably needs to be behind bars. What he's done to so many people. Arkansas Rose, good to see you. Don't tell them what is in the boxes. They don't want you. They want to haul anything funky like worm castings. I haven't. Well, they put them in bags. Oh, they actually do that. It's like hauling bags of soil. Class action. Maybe. Worm decals on the van. Yeah, maybe. But I got to see which way I'm going now. I have to make some big life changes here, guys. Well, U-Haul won't take all my stuff. I'm probably going to use a U-Haul. But I mean, for stuff from Alabama to Arkansas, you're trying to tell me to put all my stuff here in a U-Haul. But I could use the tow capability of this van if I can get it. It's been my home in Arizona too. Because the other place ain't done yet. So it's still got some use to me. You saying it's not worth me spending $1,000 on? Is that what you're saying? This is what you're saying. So I could rent a van. What's it going to cost to rent a U-Haul truck and drive it all the way to Alabama? So it would be the $1,100 minus that. It ain't gonna be a whole lot of money. I got $700 worth of tires on that van, if nothing else, and I could put them on another vehicle. Just 10 new tires on that van. It's got new idler arms, new drag link, a lot of stuff. Send him a dead rat. The head of the dead rat. How about that? Wow. Yeah, that is very much yes, that is Godfatherish, right? Hmm. But anyway, $20 a day plus 50 cents a mile. Well, that's what, 760 miles plus the fuel. There's fuel too. So get there and you think I'd rent. Oh, now the smaller ones I could rent for that. 50 cents a mile. So it's gonna still be several $100s. Uh, and I don't have a van then. So I've already told guy to get the transmission. So that's water under the bridge. I told him today, I said, get it. So second guessing that, that would be shortchanging this guy. He's already started that. So no, that's the plan is in motion. I got a plan and it's in motion. So second guessing, come on, all these other things. No, the plan is in motion. We'll see how it works out. That fails, yeah, U-Haul. Okay, that'll be my backup. My son's friend says I'm Bruce Lee. Quick, my son say I make man cry with my pinky. CDD. The video won't do crap for justice. This guy is actually, there was a claim that he paid somebody a bribe to take down post. So it will hurt him. It will hurt his business. Will it get me anything? Not from him directly, but if it builds product papas, might get ad revenue out of product papas. So it won't be a total loss for me. Or if it don't do well on product papas, I'll post that same video here on Green Gregs. At least I get, $25 in the ad revenue if I'm lucky. Well, I don't know, a video like that maybe $8. It beats nothing. But yeah, y'all gave me some super chats. I might follow the line. So actually, I could do a series of videos. There's a Facebook group against this company, and I could just start contacting people. We found that. New Days found it actually. I could just start contacting these people and interviewing them. Make a whole series of videos on this. I could make a whole video just going through the cases against them over on the Product Papa's channel. Maybe looking at $2 a mile for what was that? $2 a mile for professional flatbed trucking company. $2 a mile. Okay. Is that all they're going to charge? I got to find one that I can contract with. Whether your van is only a half ton and the tranny is only rated for light duty, not like the 1-ton van or truck that you have beefier trannies. I was told it was good for 7,000 pounds. Somebody, but money that X has lost could free half the world hunger. Oh yeah, I'm declaring war on it. That's what the video is going to be. It's a war. I'm going to declare warning. I told him I was going to make him famous. He ain't gonna like it. He ain't gonna like it when I get done. He's your bro. He's my bro. I mentioned one that passed away. I did a video on that. He was Ed. I got an older brother too. Let's see. If I have to go there from Austin, Texas, and get your money back, I will. Oh, Billy Kid. He might offer it back when he sees this video, just for me to take it down. And I might say, nah, I can make more money leaving this up online and build my Product Papa's channel, maybe make it bigger than Green Greg's. So we'll see. We'll see. The fact he hung up on me is not encouraging, though. But then that's just more case to declare war. Like I said, I can't, he could always say, well, you didn't give me a chance to honor the warranty. But, when I seen the way he honors warranties would cost me a fortune. I can't be here. I got to get out. Got to get out of Houston. Only good for a loan, but it would be interest free. Hey, Judy. It's all right. I'm trying to handle things. I don't need any more debt. Not to friends or anybody. To be honest, I got too much. It's part of why I'm selling my place in Alabama. I'm trying to get out of debt. I can delete my comments. No worries. What comments? Drops. I haven't seen anything that needed to be deleted yet. Don't take your nugs to town, son. Leave them at home. Sound like a song. Don't take your nugs to town. Don't take your, there was a song kind of like it, don't take your something to town. Wasn't that, but yeah, there's a song kind of like that. I watch for updates. Yeah, well, I will post on those debts. Drops, that's where I'm trying to get. The only way I can get there is to sell my place in Alabama. It's the only way I can get there right now. Or go bankrupt. That's my only two choices. Bankruptcy or sell a place in Alabama. And I go bankrupt, they're going to take a bunch of stuff. I can sell it, I'll be better off. I'll just take Chavez with me. Anyway, so get your stuff over and come back. Get your stuff over there and come back and see how it works out. Back where? Anyway, Granny, they almost, wow. Yeah, Granny's been going through a tough time. That I know. How those I missed. Don't take your love to town. That's it. Don't take your love to town. That'd be where I might have to ponder on that one. Remember the phrase, but that comes from an old song. Ruby was the name of that song. That's an old country bluegrass type. Ruby, don't take your love to town. Yeah. That's it. That's an old bluegrassy song. Old country song, not the new stuff. That's old. Don't take your love to town. Isn't it Ruby? Or is it? That's an old song. Yeah, it's an old one. I used to listen to it when I was a kid. Oh, you're right. Rogers. That's not what I was thinking. It's not Ruby. Okay. I got you. Rig, there is a nug in your pocket. Oh yeah. Is there a nug in your pocket? Or you just uh yeah. I typically have one in each pocket. Anyway, I'll take your love town. Johnny Cash. Um, I'm gonna have to look at that. Videos won't hurt them one bit. Oh, I think it will. Because if it gets out enough, if people see it ahead of time, they're not going to go there. It's going to cost them business. That's the plan. Greg, it was you and me that made up the word nug one night. There you go. Thank you, Randy. There we go. Yeah, Randy camped out in my driveway once upon a time up Tony. So, yeah, Randy and Susan, they're a great couple. I think the world of them. They're a great couple. They really are. So check out the Blue Bottle Bunny Farm now. Susan's gone off to some other platform. She's making little comedy videos. Is it what platform is that on? She showed me some of them. She's got a big sense of humor. And she does some really funny. She makes up her own songs and they're funny. They're all funny, man. It's good stuff. Kenny Rogers in the first edition. Anyway, Rodney, don't take your love to town. I'll look it up, guys. I'll look it up. I'll probably just type that into YouTube. It'll probably pop right up. So you can name a phrase of a song or some popular quote from a movie, and there'll be tons of videos pop up on YouTube. Anyway, your wife is mean. Uh-oh. Antonio Costello says, come on, swivel ahead, family, and help Greg out. Hit some hearts and share. There you go. Appreciate that. I'll take your nuggets to town. Well, I'll do some search on it. I may have to do my own version. Ruby, don't take your love to town. Well, Ruby is older than Kenny Rogers. That's an old song. If it's Ruby, that goes back. That's what I thought it was. Ruby, don't take your love to town. That's an old song. I think they may have resung it, but it's older than Kenny Rogers or Johnny Cash. Well, there it is. You days put it in. Ruby, don't take your love to town. Kenny Rogers. It didn't start with Kenny Rogers. I've heard that way back prior to Kenny. I was a kid. That was an old bluegrass song one time or something. They just took it and redid it. All right. Gambler. He might have put it on there, but I think it predates him. All right. So that's what I'm thinking. I have to check that out. Maybe that's one I'll reword. Flavors Forest. Thank you for what you do. Well, thank you. Salute. Appreciate the super chat, Flavors Forest. And like I say, every little drop helps. It does. Ruby, are you mad at your man by the Osmond Brothers? 1952. There you go. That's what I was saying. Daniel Twit, how you doing, buddy? I knew that predated Kenny Rogers. Osmond Brothers. Yeah, I love the Osmond Brothers. That's where I heard it. Bang. Navy stands for never volunteer yourself again. Good, good point. Yeah, I joined the Army once upon a time. A lot of times when people have me signing something, I look at it and say, you sure didn't some here enlist me in the Army? I make sure I read this, make sure this is not an enlistment form. Been there once, been there, done that. They'll tell us. Well, see, the Osmond Brothers probably predated all that. I'm telling you, there's some old bluegrass on that. Written by Mel Tillis. Really? Maybe it was. Maybe it was. It predates Kenny Rogers, guys. So I'm telling you. Every dollar counts. Yes, absolutely. I'm telling you, absolutely. I'm in the tight. Another 4 Chinese balloons were detected crossing the meridian line of the Taiwan Strait on Tuesday. Yeah, they're going to use those things to pinpoint targets. They're going to use those things for battlefield backup comms. They'll use those things to carry warheads, maybe even EMP devices. Yeah, I went through that. I've done the videos on that, guys. I've got to come back out and do some more on it because there's been some new revelations on that. John Denver, I met him once. I rode down an elevator with John Denver from the 14th floor or the Pan. Which hotel was we at? Yeah, the Pan Pacific Hotel, all the way to the ground floor. Nobody else is in that elevator but him and I. And he, you know how he always wore his hair in a bang. So, when he was on stage, he combed it different when he went out in public. So he didn't look quite the same, but it was John Denver. Yeah, he had a way of changing his image when he go out in public, which is pretty smart. Because you couldn't go in public if you didn't have some way to do that. And you're a big star, right? Thank you, Jason, for asking for the thumbs up. Drones are the game changer, guy. They used that in the movie The Standoff. Baby, do you love your man? Oh, hello. Funny. Hey, David. All right, General. So, Army. Yeah, I've been there. Army. There was my 5th cousin. Wow. I can't claim that. EMP devices on Taiwan would be interesting to see if they could use them. Well, if you got, yeah, they can go offshore a little bit to the east with an EMP device like that. Not if they take it east of Taiwan. They could affect Taiwan and not affect the mainland. That's another reason to use a balloon for an EMP device, because the footprint is smaller and it's more directed where it hits stronger over that area. But you can do it in such a way that you don't affect other areas that are close or adjacent if you let it go far enough out. They got to be a certain altitude to be affected, but 30 kilometers is off. Yeah, that's good. That'll work. Maybe 1967 was sung by a honky tonker named Johnny Darrell. It was written by another country singer. We're going to become an entertainment legend, Mel Tillis. Okay. Well, what about the, well, there was that 1952 song from the Osmond Brothers. I have to check that out. So there's some Ruby stuff out there, some old stuff. I come from a long line of nobodies. Oh Lord, everybody is somebody. So that could be another song. That could be oh, what was his name? He used to hang around with Frank Sinatra. They were that gang. He did oh shoot. He used to hang out with Jerry Lee Lewis. Jerry Lewis, not the musician, the comedian. Come on, guys, help me out. What was his name? Big star way back, singer, maybe a star. You know who I'm talking about. Okay, I was fortunate enough to get to train at Fort Benning, Basic Infantry Airborne, 1989. Thank you for service. Well, thank you too. I was out of the Army by then. I went in 79. Ruby was first recorded by Waylon Jennings in 66. Go back and look at that. Osborns weren't born until the 60s, Greg. Not Osmonds, Osborne brothers. Osborne brothers were bluegrass. No, they're way before Osmonds. Not Osmonds, Osborns. Osborne brothers. Dean Martin, thank you. Thank you. Dean Martin, exactly. Dean Martin, that's who I was thinking about. Dean Martin. We almost had another Dean Martin song here. Yeah, wife, new fog hat. Wow. Oh, sorry, you were somebody. Oh, exactly. Everybody is somebody. Everybody loves somebody. Hey, that was Dean Martin. Everybody loves somebody sometime. Dean Martin. Yeah. He had his band called, and he did a show. I think he called it his support band, the Gold Diggers or something like that. Dean Martin. Yeah, he always played the role of a drunk. He probably was in reality too. I wouldn't be surprised. Everybody loves somebody sometime. Exactly, Cisco. Cisco kid. Sammy Davis Jr., yeah, he hung out with him. Sammy Davis Jr., this Sinatra, Dean Martin. But Dean Martin did a bunch of comedies with Jerry Lewis at one time. When I was a kid, he was doing that kind of stuff. So he had his funny side to him. They will settle versus going to court. Oh yeah, well, I'll be looking to see if I can get them in court. I'll be taking stuff on. Elvis was king. Yeah, there you go. So, all right, folks. I need to hit the sack. I got to get up early, and I got a few things to do before I hit the sack. So they will settle versus going to court. The Rat Pack, exactly. You know, they did that first October, the first Ocean's 11 movie. That was funny, actually. It ended up rather funny at the end, you know. Ocean's 11, the very first Ocean's 11 was the Rat Pack. And they took out power to Las Vegas by cutting, by taking down the big towers, the long distance power transformer towers. Of course, in the movie Ocean's 11, the second version, they did it with a small portable EMP device. Same kind of thing is going to happen. All right, JoJo, thank you. There were clubs that tried to refuse to let Sammy and Frank say, fine, we ain't playing here tonight. There you go. Sammy Davis Jr. was really talented. He always told everybody he's Jewish. Was it really? I think it was just part of his humor. But, you know, those guys had some humor, but, you know, they probably were some rough hombres in reality. All right, or at least they made people think that. Bedtime. We love you, Greg. Please take care of yourself. Yeah, I got to get. I've not been getting that much sleep in reality. So I gotta call it a night. You and I ought to do an interview about T.A. Heppenheimer on Galactic Greggs. He knew T.A. Heppenheimer. T.A. Heppenheimer wrote a book, Colonies in Space. Howdy be, good luck, brother, and thank you for the super chat. So Daniel put, actually, T.A. Heppenheimer dated, they both dated the same girl in the past, once upon a time. And T.A. Heppenheimer was making a case for large ships to go into space that were aircraft, basically using scramjet engines, and he called them star rakers. The latest news in hypersonics, we're going in that direction. It's a darn good alternative to what Elon Musk did, maybe even better. Flowers Forest, salute to you. Thank you for the super chat. Honey Bee, Flowers Forest, love you bunch of screen. Well, thank you, Michelle. I used to play the Roxy and Whiskey years ago. Okay. So you were a musician? Pops? That's interesting. Anyway, folks, we're going to call it a night. And you guys have been great. We're family. Y'all make me feel the love. I appreciate that. So thank you, super chatters. Thank you, mods. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I thank you all for watching. The people will be watching in the morning. I appreciate everyone in this channel. We're family. You guys are great. Just remember, the world right now isn't great. It is the world. Who's the prince of the world? Yeah, the bad one. And now we're seeing it. So keep your eyes wide open and head on a swivel. Stay situationally aware wherever you go right now. Because look, that car. Oh yeah, car that had explosives on it. They hit a Uber driver. We got an Uber driver in the chat room. Got a wrench. Uber driver. He was on the way somewhere else, and all the stuff in the car exploded. It's thought he was going after a substation. That's what we got to watch out for, guys. Times are getting a little too interesting. So, all righty, folks. Thank you all. Thank you all for being here. Once again, thank you, New Days. Thank you again, everyone, for the super chats. Thank you, super chatters. Thank you, everyone who's come in here and chatted with us, who's gave us a thumbs up. Thank you, everyone, for watching. All that counts, guys. Share my videos. And twit. Get your ham radio ticket. Yeah, I need to do that. But I just want to thank everybody. Y'all are great. You're wonderful. I appreciate all of you. Much love out to everybody here. So with that, I am going to say once more,